gosh, I love Mondays. They're like the start to a fresh week, and everything is possible on this day. We have not yet reached the fatigue levels. We have not yet reached the burnout. At this point, the week could go amazing, and I am none the wiser if it doesn't, so I love Mondays. But anyways, it's been a busy morning already. Excuse me, I took the girls outside to a little area behind our apartments and let them play outside while I wrote outside. I wanted them to get the chance to be out and about before it gets hot, because this, y'all, is out Texas heat wave. I guess they're not playing as well right now as they were earlier. Anyway, I do not have time this week to sit down and film a writing video, like a writing advice video, even though I have several that I really want to do, just because this week I'm trying to get as much done on Littlehood as I possibly can. It would be awesome if I could finish Littlehood this week, but I have done this to myself before, where I've said that I'll finish by a certain time, and then I didn't, and then I felt guilty, so I'm just saying I'm going to get as much done as I possibly can. So yeah, instead of doing one of those videos, I'm just going to take you guys along for the ride in a writing vlog, and it's going to be very simple. It's not going to contain a lot of life stuff, just me writing, and the word counts that I reach, and the milestones in the book that I reach, and yeah. So yeah, I'm just going to take you guys along with me, and it's going to be very short, very simple, just my word counts, how many writing sessions I got in a day. I would love to try a 10K day this week. I've missed out on all the 10K days that have happened in the AuthorTube community. Yeah? Well, as you can see, it's going to be a very busy morning. So rather than continue droning on, I'm going to go and play with them, and I'll get back to you guys when I start writing again. One thing I will say that I have never had before. So I put these on Saturday night, and I didn't think that they would last very long, because the last, I guess, 2 times I've worn nails, like, they were cheap nails, and they popped right off, you know, after 24 hours. But these have, like, stuck on. Like, they're not going anywhere, and I love them. But it is making it a little bit harder to type. You know, I'm probably only going to wear these for the rest of the week and then take them off after the weekend if they last that long. I had one pop off, but they're all staying very, very well. So I guess we'll just suffer through for the week and you know, just enjoy it, because I do love them. I mean, look at them. They're gorgeous. They're just beautiful. I love it. I feel wonderful. But yeah, it is making it very interesting to write. Okay, I did it! I wrote 1,927 words. I wrote an entire chapter in one day. Yes. It was like 2-ish scenes, more like 2.5, I guess, because there's like a little tag scene at the end. And then I wrote on top of that 1,900 whatever I just said, because I'm like highlighting here. Sorry, trying to do things with one hand and it's not working out very well. I also wrote 96 words, so almost another 100 words, for an additional scene that's coming later on down the road. It was an emotional scene that I started to put into a slightly less emotional scene, and I just realized that's just too much emotion. Like, we still have some growing to do and some building to do on this tension, so I figure I'll just wait and save that little snippet, that little tidbit for later on. But yeah, that was pretty much like 2,000 words, like with that extra 100 in there, so I feel really good about how it went down. Yeah, you have your passy. So I'm going to call that a day, and I'm going to go enjoy the rest of the evening with my family. It's 3:22. So yeah, I wrote about 1,500, little less, no, not 1,500. I wrote something. I wrote somewhere around 1,500 in about an hour, so I'm very pleased with that. And we'll just, fingers crossed, and then I can keep up this pace for the rest of the week, and I might be able to get it done. Hey everybody, so today is Tuesday, and I'm not going to get a chance to write on Little Hood today because I had a writer call this afternoon, and spent pretty much the entire afternoon working on super secret project, which is coming amazing, by the way. I cannot wait to tell you guys what this is. I was having some help figuring out some stuff for that. And then tonight I'm going to go, and my husband's playing volleyball, so I'm going to go watch him play volleyball, whereas normally I'd have the evening to write. So I'm not writing today, sadly, but I did want to pop on here and just say, this morning I did something that was, to me, was a very bittersweet experience. I sent away my last copy of this book, other than the one that I own, which is a proof copy, the original. But this was the original Little Hood book that I wrote and published in 2014. And I sent away my last copy to the artist that drew the cover design and that drew the illustrations, because there were 10 illustrations, and who drew these beautiful chapter headings. I'm going to miss the chapter headings, but it was just very bittersweet because in one hand, it was very sad to realize that I wasn't going to keep the beautiful artwork that came with this, although I did speak with her about it, and she has been so gracious. She's letting me put the artwork, the original artwork, up on my website when Little Hood is re-released, so you guys will still get to see all of that. But it was also exciting because I looked at it and I was like, what is Little Hood going to look like when we release it? It's not going to look like this. What is it going to look like? And it just got me thinking and excited as what, it's going to be so different when I hold it in my hands again. It's probably going to be a little bit thicker because, this is pretty thin. This was only 25,000 words. And, it's at 21,000 words now in a very bare bones form of manuscript, and I'm only halfway through. So who knows how big it's going to end up being. But it was just a cool moment also to realize that someday I'm going to be doing this, possibly, every other week or even every week, some year, someday when I'm signing copies of books, and I'm going to the post office, and I'm, handing off packages full of my books to send to people. So it was really exciting in so many ways. Yes, sad to lose, what was, and I'll always cherish this copy. I will always cherish the story and just, some of the stuff that is in this book that will not be in the new version, just because I'm narrowing it down to one POV. I'll miss the old POVs. But I'm also, again, just super excited that there's going to be a new version of this coming in, hopefully by this time next year. It will have released. I'll be holding the brand new copy in my hands, shouting out to everybody, and yeah, it's going to be completely different. Anyways, so that's my Tuesday update, and hopefully I'll be checking with you tomorrow with more word count updates and more Little Hood news. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hi. Wow, I even sound horrible. Hi guys. It's Friday. And I'm here to give you my end of the week update. I was kind of going back and forth whether or not to just take the day and film something a little bit more exciting, because this writing vlog has turned out to be one day of awesome writing and 4 days of nothing. And that has had me really bummed. But I decided to go ahead and film because I know that one of the things that has actually kept me really inspired to keep going even on weeks like this is seeing other authors have weeks like this and pull through on the other side and still make progress and continue writing their books and continue working toward publication. Oh my gosh, is my lens cracked? I think my lens is cracked. So if you can't tell from my incredibly disheveled appearance, I went through to great pains to put on some makeup and to fix my hair nice. And my husband got home at lunchtime way earlier than he normally does. And when he first saw me, he goes, "Wow, you look tired. It's like, dang it didn't work. Because normally I don't look this bad, but y'all, I am exhausted. I am so tired, and this has been one of those weeks that has made me want to just give up on writing any of the books that I'm working on because I'm just exhausted. Now, part of this is my fault because I do really struggle with going to bed at a decent time, and so for the last 2 weeks, I have been not getting up at a decent time. Ever since we got back from vacation. Vacations throw me off. They do, and I think I use them as an excuse. I need to stop that. But, yesterday, sorry, my battery's low. Yesterday, I actually had set aside some special writing time, even though Tuesday I didn't get to writing, and Wednesday I didn't get to writing because I kept having to take naps, and then I kept having other things that I had to do, and then by the time nighttime came around, I just didn't want to do anything at all. Yesterday, I had this special time set aside, planned out. I was actually going to go to the library with my new laptop, and I was going to write for an hour or 2 hours. I was really pumped about it. And then something came up that was incredibly emotional, and that completely threw me off anything. And I ended up not only not being able to go, but for the rest of the evening I was completely miserable and just emotional. And so I think I woke up this morning with a lot of those negative emotions still clinging on, because sometimes it takes you a little while to work through things. So this morning I took my girls, put them in the car. We had to go to the bank anyway, so we went to the bank, and when we got home, or when we were ready to head home, I just started driving. Because I need to write. So we had the music blaring, and I drove around for a bit. That made me feel a lot better. I got home. My husband reminded me how tired I was, and I was very grateful because it gave me permission, basically, in my little writerly mind, to, instead of sitting down and trying to force myself to write when I'm tired, I lay down and took a nap, which is why I sound and look so nasty. And this wasn't how I wanted to end this vlog, but this is how I'm going to end it, because I don't know, honestly, if I'm going to write at all for the rest of the weekend. I might try to get some done tonight. I might try to fit some in tomorrow night during the first Auburn game, because I know that Mike is really excited to watch that, and I might be able to slip something in, but I don't know. And you know what I did, though? I still wrote over 20,000 words this month. I still reached the halfway point in Littlehood. And originally that was my goal, was to write half of the novel in July and then half of the novel in August. So in theory, I'm not really that far behind schedule. But I'm just going to be honest. The rate at which I'm able to get projects done right now has me a little bit... Well, it's not just how long it's taking me to write. I have 4 slots with the cover designer next year already set into place that I really don't want to give up, because I am concerned that I will lose my spots completely. I still have to, I think pretty soon I'm going to have to make some slots for the next year for the rest of the fairy tales. I don't want to give those up. I want to go ahead and get those out of the way. But I don't think that I could publish 4 books next year. I just don't think that I can. I really wanted to, but I don't think that I can. So I'm starting to look at what my options realistically look like. And yeah, I just got a sample edit back from my potential editor that if she does my editing, it'll be in December. So I already have that kind of semi-lined up. So I need to look at my schedule realistically and decide what I need to shoot for. And I know that I could be doing better. I think that's what really is bugging me. I put out 40-something thousand words for Snow Dust in 1 month, and I finished it a month in advance. And I think that's just irking me that I can't do that with Littlehood. It's not because I don't love the story. I've been able to zero draft this. It was a little harder, but I've been able to get it out. It's happening. I don't know. I'm a little I'm a little discouraged right now and a little overwhelmed, and I think just disappointed in myself. And I know that I don't have to be. But I wanted to go ahead and share this with you guys because up until now, like, I've always been very honest on my channel. I mean, pretty much any of my videos, and I'm pretty honest about myself and where I'm at. But I feel like it's necessary to just remind everybody that no matter how peppy and bright and bubbly a person seems, especially on social media, everybody has days and weeks where there's drama and there's disappointments, and you sometimes have to rework your writing schedule multiple times in a year. Anyways, so if you're in the same spot that I'm in, where I'm going to tilt this camera up because I need to sit up a little bit and this is hurting my back. If you're in the same spot that I'm in, where you feel that you just want to give up because you're tired, because you're burnt out, because you feel like you haven't made that point that you were supposed to make, and you just want to give up and you want to be done because you're afraid of goals, I would just encourage you, it's okay. It's okay if you have to change your goals 5 or 10 times in a year. You know, people are going to make you feel uncomfortable for it. That's on them. It's not on you. And if you need to change your goals so that they're more realistic, that means that you've grown. That means that you're learning more about yourself and more about yourself as a writer. And I think particularly for self-published authors, we see the urgency. We get the urgency to put out books fast. And so when we realize that we're actually writing slower than we wanted to, it's like a kind of moment. It's okay. It's okay if maybe you need to push off the publication dates of things so that you can publish things closer together. Or if you need to switch from self-published to traditional published or maybe indie because you need more time. It's okay. This is your writing career. This is you as a writer. First of all, your health is going to come before your books every time. Your family is going to come before your books every time. But it's okay to change goals. It's okay not to be bright and bubbly all the time. It's okay to be completely exhausted and show that side of you to the rest of the world. It's okay. So my update for the month of August is I hit 20-something thousand words for Littlehead. I made it to the halfway point. I know exactly what's going to happen next in the story, and I feel good about where I am in the story. So I think in September I am going to continue writing on Littlehead. But I'm also going to be going through the feedback for Snow Dust, which may be a little confusing at first, so I may alternate days or something. I am going to see if I can fit in 1 day a week where I go to the library and I write for a couple of hours, and maybe that will be my Littlehood writing time, where I just sit down and I try to put out 1 to 2 chapters a week, and then maybe Tuesday I work on a super secret project. I've got to quit yawning. And then, because I'm still working on a super secret project, I have to be ready to work on that in October, and I have a couple things I gotta finish first. And then maybe Monday and Wednesday and Friday I work on Snow Dust, because that I actually have a deadline for that. Once I agree to the editor, I have a deadline for that. So all in all, I was disappointed with myself for the month, but I think the good things are still on the horizon. I think that I can still be proud of myself for having written half of a book. At this point, I have written 1 full book and 2 half books in 1 year. That's still more than I've done in a really long time. And I've already made plans with an editor, with a cover designer. I have publication dates in mind. Y'all, I'm doing well. I'm doing incredibly well. This is not me bragging. This is not me bragging. This is me trying to keep myself from wanting to throw my laptop away. I am doing really well. I just have to make sure to give myself grace and to be patient with myself and my children. Hi. And just, life. Life is life, and we can still make things happen. Anyways, I really hope that this video did not bum anybody out. This was my first, raw kind of video where I've, actually sat down and allowed myself to be exhausted and disappointed on the camera, I'm pretty sure, and to look this horrible, at least, and to sound this horrible. But I'm really glad that I did, because, like I said, I have been incredibly inspired by people who've done something similar, who have made themselves vulnerable, and to have admitted their disappointments. And I want to be inspiring to you guys as well, and to help you through those times, like others have helped me. So here it is. This is my end of August, beginning of September vlog, and I really hope that you took something away from this. Just in parting, be sure to give this video a like to let me know if you can commiserate with me on my disappointment, and comment down below on how your August writing went. And the next video that I have, I'm going to also fit in a day for actually making writing videos, writing tutorial videos. So the next video you see should be something a little bit more exciting. So, I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of the weekend writing. And I'm going to see you guys in my next video with better updates than in this one. Bye.